Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Once again, Jason here at Signature Esports, and a pleasure it is to have you here live and in charge for a little Next Gen Series action. Those who tuned in to the last race, I did figure out what happened during the stream to cause us to lose about 30,000 drop frames at the very end of that race. So it was about 3% of what the race was running. So apologies about that to the Chop Shop Racing League, but the Outcast Racing League ready to rock and roll. A little Watkins Glen action for the drivers. Watkins Glen, of course, one of my favorite racetracks as far as road series goes. So we're gonna see some good racing here, I do believe, and it's gonna be entertaining. I like Watkins Glen. 7 turns of mayhem. That's what I call it. It's fun racetrack. Very fast racetrack too. Let's go over your starting grid. Matt Redford's going to be your pole sitter. Jonas Gunnarson's going to be your outside pole sitter as the 33 locks in the 4/10, basically about 4/10 of a second, almost half second difference on the qualifying there. John Langton and Al Reed's going to be in that second row. Daniel Solo and Mike Killingbeck in row number 3. Anthony Garland, Robert Tuiscu in row number 4. Josh Bromfield, Wyborn's going to be there in row number 5. Shappy and Benton in row number 6. Changing things around. Let's see. Wayne Garland and Christopher is going to be there in that row number 7. Anthony Probst and James Garland going to be there in row number 8. Mike Durfee is going to be out there in row number 9. All by Lawson, but that's just the start of the race. That's just how that goes. Race information for you here. They're going to run 45 laps here at the 2.42 mile length track. Very fast pace. Very, 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 very spicy on the tires when it comes to the 103 degree track temperature. Fuel mileage is going to be one of those things that they're going to have to take a look at. 55% fuel for that means they're going to be down pit road a couple of times. 4 sets of tires, 1 fast repair, and cautions are localized, but in the case of something catastrophic going on, they will have 2 attempts at a green white checker, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're going to run this thing green old green. They're going to loop around. We're going to talk about the turns because Watkins Glen is a ton of fun, and why not? Thank you to all the likes and the follows and the shares and all that stuff out there. Thank you so much to everybody out there. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube is where we're at, and I appreciate this is the second stream of the day. We have Chop Shop Racing, the first stream of the day on Sundays, then Outcast Racing League, second race, and the third race is going to be, of course, the No Toad Racing League Xfinity Series tonight. That's going to be a ton of fun. Will be Kyle Gresh will join me in the broadcast booth. Yeah. All right, turn 1's a sharp right-hander. Turn 2 is basically all these S's that you're going to see right here. Dun, 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 dun. 3 is the dog leg, and then turn 4 is where they just went around. Back straightaway is going to get into the inner loop, and the outer loop, basically the bus stop back there. As you'll see the drivers work this corner right here, you'll see his car pretty much lead him through it. But this is the heaviest braking zone that you can see when it comes to getting out of the turn and into turn 5, which is going to be the outer loop. That right there is it's going to be curious. Very free on the uphill with on turn 3, getting over to turn 4. That's usually the more free portion of it. Outer loop goes into the chute, which gets you into the left-hander that sets you up for the toe in turn 7 onto, or not turn 7, onto the, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess NASCAR is 11 turns technically, because 5, 6, 7, and 8, and then 9 is the outer loop, and then the long straightaway to turn 10 is going to be the left-hander. So apologies about the clarification there. I want to make sure everybody's good to go. But here's the left-hander. That's going to be turn 10, 11 turns in total. Normally it's 7 if you want to count it the other way, but I guess we'll count it the NASCAR way. And then the right-hander, which is turn 11 onto the front straightaway. Pace car is going to be in. And for 45 laps, this driver's going to be ready to go. Matt Redford, a solid favorite here. So is Gunnarsson. So is Langton. So is Al Reed. We will see what happens. Green flag waves. As we're going to see 3 wide already. Langton gets a big bump. Garland into the 33 of Jonas Gunnarsson right there. But Daniel Solo put it 3 wide, and then in the break. It looked a lot like what the Indianapolis road course looked like today. And right now, all these cars back here congested. The 12 goes around onto the grass. Tuiscu is going to pick up 6th here. Up 8th, sorry, up to 8th now. He's going to be side by side with the 62. That's Wyborn right there, heavy into the braking zone. Daniel Solo said, I don't care, I'm going to go. Dangerous in turn 1. And a lot of cars out because of that move. Matt Redford trying to be fast here. Solo's going to be trying to catch the draft. Al Reed's going to be in 3rd. Mike Killingbeck right behind. Killingbeck, no stranger to this race. He'll find himself some extra speed to 33. Going to give, take that lane away from Killingbeck. And right now, Gunnarsson's going to have to rebound here. His teammates put that 3 wide, and he found himself way off pace and way off track, so a lot of catching up here to do. Al Reed won this race last season, and this time he's going to be in 3rd. He's got 4.8 seconds to be able to catch as the 33 tries to roll the corner into it. Some smoke in front as Daniel Solo finds himself 1.6 back. I'm not sure what the move was, but it was insane to see. Take a look at that restart one more time. Here's Daniel Solo on the start of the race. Surprised he didn't get a black flag for passing before the start-finish line, but hey, you know, it didn't happen. Actually, he was good. Ed Langton right there. And then so hard into the brakes that the 81 had nowhere to go. And look at all that chaos back there. Sean Langton into 7. Unfortunate circumstances, so he's going to be into pit road, and right now 2.4 separate as Matt Redford looks to lead and continuing to move. Good to see you all out there. Thank you so much to all the folks out there, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Make sure that you're tuning in a little bit later for the No Toad Racing League. 3 of 45. Redford full sprint to the front. Gunnarsson's going to be in 3rd here. Al Reed will be biding some patience. Fastest lap of the race just ran 1:10.97, 1 minute 10 seconds and 97 to the good. So just under 1 minute and 11 seconds. The fastest lap that I've seen is 1:10.15 on the scale. So we'll see where they're going to be. I've seen 109 laps in the Cup cars, but I haven't seen them as of late. Langton back out on the racetrack. It's going to be a lap down, able to take the fast repair. And no doubt he's going to be trying to catch back up. A little off track for him right there as he comes around. Daniel Solo on the corner here. As Langton was fast here, and he's always been fast at Watkins Glen, according to the history of what we've had here. So because he's gotten himself off the racetrack and back on there, we might see some gaps rearranged and maintained here. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do. When he went to pit road, got his fast repair, got everything taken care of. 4 seconds separate Matt Redford, Daniel Solo trying to track it down, and right now Langton right in front of Jonas Gunnarsson as Al Reed tracks him down as well. Solo 4 seconds in closing. His lap time was his fastest lap time, 1:11.91. But all the drivers behind him are faster than he is. And so this is all, I think that early move was all about track position. 1:12.98 for Mike Killingbeck, though. Al Reed runs his fastest lap of the race, 1:11.71. Gunnarsson, 1:11.19. And Sean Langton ran a 1:45.85, but that was because he was on pit road. Matt Redford still faster than everybody, 1:10.68. And we'll see how the 71 fares over the course of the race line. 4 of 45. What do you guys think about the old platform? What's going on in the NASCAR race? That was absolute chaos. I got to tune in for just a few moments, and it was very chaotic to say the least. But, you know, 'tis the season, and it happens. This time by Redford, 1:11.33. Solo's going to be somewhere around the 1:12 mark, I do think. Is 1:11.94. Gunnarsson's faster right now by almost a tenth. Al Reed, 1:12.16. Killingbeck at 1:13.45. Solo in second, 4.8 back as Gunnarsson Closes down to Langton. Langton trying to close down to Daniel Solo here. John Langton's last lap faster than the drivers in front of him. No doubt trying to be back on the pace, and it's going to be very competitive here. Pit stops will come into play, so we might see the 7 be able to hold his own and hold his ground. So we'll see what he's going to be able to do. The outer loop here being a favorite, and watch the drive into the corner here as he comes to the exit. He is on the rail right now as they come up to turn 10. Redford 5.8. Solo being tracked down by his teammate. And Al Reed coming into the picture there as well. Reed 10.9 off the pace at the moment. Don't count him out just yet. There's a lot of racing still left to go. Back here, Austin Shappy. Got himself a little two-tone car. I like it. I wanted to take a look at Anthony Garland's car right here. So just so you know, Anthony Garland was just recently diagnosed with diabetes. And big hats off to this driver. He's a lap down right now, but anybody who is suffering with that terrible illness, well, you know, I hope all is well. And it's something he's going to have to live with for the rest of his life. But hopefully they'll be able to find some kind of treatment that can help the pancreas be able to do its job. So much love to the Garland fam, and finally figured out why he was in the hospital, and that was why. Gunnarsson closing the distance down. So is the 7. Gundersson's last lap, 1:11.33. And I tell you what, having Langton in front of him, that's helping his cause. Able to have that slipstream draft, able to carry more of that pace. And right now, they're catching Solo pretty quickly. Daniel Solo did run his fastest lap last time, 1:11.74. But he is losing a lot of pace to Matt Redford, who is still running 1:11 flats. Langton's last lap, 1:11.43, just ahead of the 33 here, just barely. 33 hits the turtle, goes off track. He was all over the back bumper of the 7 of Sean Langton. Going to find himself off track right now. Take a look at that one more time. 33 gets into the braking zone here, and this is a heavy braking zone. Langton gets into the brakes. 33. Oh, he just hit that rumble strip the wrong way. At least he was able to keep on the brakes and save the car from nose damage there. So he's got some catch up to do. Solo's going to be in second, 6.9. Al Reed's going to be in third. Gunnarsson will be back here. Now the tires are worn, and they're going to be very sticky. Killingbeck takes over fourth. And so Gundersson's going to have some work cut out for him. He's going to have to get into the line and work it better. Killingbeck in fourth, 18 seconds the pace. Matt Redford is 6.7 out in front of 6.9 out in front of Solo. Al Reed catching. Langton had an opportunity in this race to really be the top drivers for this, and you're seeing him drive like a PO teenager to get his lap back, and Matt Redford's going to be looking behind him saying, all right, where'd Langton come from? Langton ran his fastest lap of the race last time by 1:11.62, and he's about a half second faster than Solo in front. So sometimes you can get in the corner and you can make those mistakes, and you know, you're darned if you do and darned if you don't. But Solo losing a ton of ground. Drivers behind him trying to be just as fast. Wyborn faster. Langton still 1:11.62. This last time he did run a 1:12.57, but I think he was into the braking zone a little bit differently there. Daniel Solo still trying to track it out. And right now, the driver that got put 3 wide because of him is right behind him. Daniel Solo is the number 00. Mike Durfee is going to be the 13. Solo needs to change his number. I do think here, so that way we can make sure that the 13 actually gets credit for his number. So hopefully he gets that changed, and hopefully when he goes back and watches this, he'll remember to put the 00 on, because I want to make sure that they're all good to go and all these drivers are getting the credit that they deserve. 7 to the outside, Solo to the inside. 7's going to go around, so there he is. Good clean pass right there. Redford now ahead, 10.4. Al Reed, 16 off the pace. But still a good drive off so far. Gunnarsson starting to catch. He got himself around Killingbeck. His last lap, 1:12.11. I think Al Reed is on fuel saving mode. He's faster than Daniel Solo by about a tenth. Solo will be able to utilize some of the draft of the 7. I think the 7 has the better line here. Sean Langton, his pace right there with Matt Redford, and hopefully he'll be able to catch up some of that. Gunnarsson's going to run a 1:11.73. Killingbeck 1:13.04. Right behind Wyborn and Probst, side by side for a moment. 14:62. Tuwiscu right where he started. Very comfortable lap times. Joshua Benton just ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:13.65. So drivers start to figure it out. Get the tires underneath them, try to take their time. 11.2 is the lead. And Al Reed is still separated by 6.7, but that lap time is closing as Solo tries to outpace the drivers in front of him. Langton off. So he came off track, but I didn't see him off track. Ropes behind Wyborn. Wyborn does have fast laps here. Does have a fast lap time. Ropes trying to find some way to clear here. Got Mike Killing back here for the top 5 spot, as these 3 drivers are very close in the mix. Austin Shappy having a good drive, 11:45. Josh Bromfield coming back up as well. Bromfield got involved early in that one, but he does have an opportunity here to gain some of that space, and that time back does run his fastest lap of the race last time by. Drivers are starting to figure it out. James Garland into pit road. Anthony Garland coming around. Is going to be trying to take over that spot behind Langton. Langton and Garland 27.7 behind each other. So Langton about a half a track away, pretty close to it from Anthony Garland. Garland got to kind of pick up his pace, be consistent. That's the biggest thing about this racetrack, is consistency is going to be the biggest key. That's something you ought to take a look at. Redford 12.9. Again, the favorite to win here. The Solo seems to be trying to figure some things out. A little struggle bus going on at the moment. Al Reed and Jonas Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson trying to pick up the pace again. His last lap, 1:10.96. So how his tires are not destroyed at the moment and how he is catching the field in front of him is beknownst to me. But he just ran a lap faster than the race leader. And crazy to be able to think about that and to see that. So, I mean, hey, a rebound is a rebound no matter how you look at it. Matt Redford, Daniel Solo, Al Reed, Gunnarsson, Killingbeck. Going to be your top 5. Mark, Mark, thank you for the like earlier. I did see that. Apologies about not getting the screen there. Wayne Garland out there in the mix. There's the Ouch car. He wore that last week. Tuwiscu had to stop as he went off track. Give up that time, but he's going to be good. Benton's going to be right behind. 1:13.25 for Tuwiscu on his last lap, so that'll be some pace changed. Christopher under fire right now to go a lap down, but he is up a spot right now as he gives up the lane, goes high here, lets the outer loop work the way it's supposed to as Redford makes that pass. Turn 10 coming up. Gunnarsson a little faster last time by. Gets himself to the back bumper of the 3 now as the outer loop is busy with these 2 drivers. Reed coming across, getting up to speed. Jonas will be very fast. Solo still trying to gain some pace, but falling back. The 2 drivers behind, much faster. Jonas Gunnarsson to the outside of Al Reed into turn 11 as they come around to the front straightaway. Al Reed will be right there side by side. The battle. Gunnarsson will take over 3rd. Al Reed will just have to be consistently right where he's at. And they've got plenty of time to be able to try to catch Matt Redford and Daniel Solo right now. 21 seconds, and they'll have to probably do a lot of that on pit road. Al Reed has always been fast. Anthony Props right there. Ty B TV giving us a like out there. Thank you so much, Ty B. Appreciate you. Saw that you were live. Much love to you, my friend. Ty B TV doing himself some fun stuff. Props right there. And the 14 Toyotas make up 6th and 7th. Wyborn able to keep that pace going. About 5 seconds to separate he and Anthony. Anthony made that pass and got himself to Mike Killingback inside the 5, 6, 7, and 8. The bus stop right there to the outer loop. To the outer loop right here. It's going to let the 14 go. 70. Just being consistent right where he's at. Up 10. Anthony trying to be fast. 1:12.28 faster than the 3 drivers in front of him. The only driver he's not faster than is Matt Redford. Matt Redford still has a heavy pace. Just now finally getting to the point of the 1:12 mark. His last lap, 1:11.98. Gunnarsson driving like a PO teenager right now, 1:11.32. James, thank you for the like and thank you for the shares. Much love, buddy. Folks, I saw that you guys were live too. Hopefully you're having fantastic days. Thank you. Second broadcast. We got a 3rd one coming up here in a couple of hours as well. That'll be the No Toad Racing League if you're out there and you're new. My name's Jason. It was Signature Esports. We do iRacing broadcasts and enjoy every bit of it. 2 minutes. The average 2-lap time here. And over those 2 minutes, the laps gained, or the time gained for Jonas Gunnarsson here, been absolutely thrilling to watch. 20 seconds, and he's the only driver closing any distance to Matt Redford right now, as Matt Redford might be on save mode for a little bit, trying to figure out what he's doing. Absolutely. I saw, and I know that Ty B has wanted me to get a hold of him too. Redford, Solo, Gunnarsson, Al Reed, Anthony Probst. It's going to be your top 5. Mike Killingbeck, Jack Wyborn, Tuisku, Benton, Shappy, Bromfield. James, if you're in my Discord, I'll be in my Discord after I get done with this one. Al Reed to pit road. So is Anthony. Going to change up their pit strategy. Coming every couple of every 15 would be a good idea. As Redford holds on to a 16.7 second lead here. It was 20 seconds, and something happened that last lap. Solo's last lap, 1:12.12. Gunnarsson, 20.9 as they go. Wyborn into pit road. He's going to leave pit road this time by. Said he was in pit road. Now he's leaving pit. I don't know. Al Reed's out of his pit stop. That is going to happen. Redford coming around, trying to lap a few folks. Be a quick little ditty here. As Redford goes and gives himself another lap here. Last lap, 1:11.89. Garrison, 1:11.10. He's going to come to pit road. He's going to try to make up that time right now as he gets to pit road. Speed comes down. Redford continues to roll. Daniel Solo, 17.2. Wyborn's going to be in 4th here as he comes around. He still needs to come to pit road as well. So top 4 drivers still need to come to pit road. Al Reed in 5th came to pit road. Aston Shappy, Josh Bromfield still looking to come to pit road as well. Sean Langton able to pick up some pace. He came in on lap 1. So as he continues to move, he's gaining a few positions here and there. He goes around. There's the 37 down there. James Garland off of the racetrack, just letting folks go by. Has a few drivers right there. There's the 6 of Tuisku going around as he finds his pace. I know that he's just trying to get off that grass. That grass is terrible. Redford to pit road. Solo Might try to come around here and maybe lead a lap. I don't know if he's going to be able to make it another lap, but we'll see. As aggressive on lap 1, it looked just like Indianapolis. So he'll have to heavy brake in there and put himself to 40 miles an hour. Redford down pit road. A lot of drivers on pit road right now. Wyborn coming around. He's going to be looking at it. Gunnarsson might be able to take over the lead here, depending on his outer loop turn here. We'll see what happens as the 33 caught up on the turtle. That's pretty much into the on the entrance of the bus stop, and so no doubt we'll be approaching that differently. Left and rights for the drivers. Redford's going to be leaving pit road, and now Gunnarsson is going to be the closest he's been in a while as Redford exits turn 1, goes up to turn 2. Turn 3 is going to be the left-hander up to speed at new tires for everybody. So you got to pretty much give it a couple of corners to be able to make it kind of work those tires in the field. Gunnarsson's going to be right there in the mix. 4 seconds tracking down Daniel Solo. Solo came to pit road and was able to make up some of that speed, some of that time. When he came to pit road, he only took right side tires as well, so that's what he decided to do. When Gunnarsson came to pit road, he took right sides. Redford had enough time on the racing surface to take 4 fresh tires, and so did Al Reed. So we'll see how long Solo and Gunnarsson are going to be able to hold off with just right side tires only. They did fill it full of fuel, so that's at least comforting to know. Al Reed's going to get around the bus stop. He's going to find the clean lines. Redford's going to be your race leader, and 8-4 is going to be the gap here. And that's going to steadily increase. Daniel Solo coming around. He's 8.8 back. Going to try to close some of that distance down. Sean Langton in that 7th spot, off 4 from the start of the race. Going to have to find himself to pit road pretty soon here. He's on that race pace right now. Hopefully he gets himself some justice. Redford, Solo, Gunnarsson, Reed, Probst right there. 10th spot, 10 spots gained for the five spotter here. 14 in 5th. His last lap, 1:12.39. Langton, 1:11.13 his last lap. He's not done. Redford on new tires, trying to close the distance to all the drivers in front of him. He wants to lap them all. Gunnarsson finds himself 3 seconds off his teammate now as Al Reed just trying to be consistent, about 13 seconds to the difference. Anthony Probst right here gets himself into that corner. Ooh, almost wipes out. Coming across that inner, that 5, it would be 6, turn 6, rumble strip right there on the entrance of Watkins Glen. I tell you what, it's very exciting. 25 laps to go. The Outcast Racing League. That's some Road Series fun. Last lap for Redford, 1:11.18. He's got his tires up to speed, and right now Solo ran his fastest lap of the race, 1:11.64. Christopher having an issue. He had to stop. He's got some heavy nose damage. Hopefully he'll be able to get that back around the pit road. Matt Redford. Sean Langton to pit road this time from 7th. Tuiska will be trying to close some distance down to him. He's got about 18 seconds he's closing off. So Langton will come to pit road. Killingbeck will be in 6th here, up turn 1. And Langton, no doubt, trying to be fast. Take that green flag pit stop. He'll find himself a lap down again. As 71 comes around. Langton was one of the drivers I would have said, hey, he's got some of the best laps. Redford, 1:10.60. Fastest lap of the race. Race pace, what it's all about. 2 seconds separate Gunnarsson and Solo. Gunnarsson 15 second. Al Reed, he's trying to catch some pace as well. Props right here. He's coming around to the front straightaway. He's trying to catch up to Al Reed. And that is going to be the race line. Here's your best laps of the drivers. Gunnarsson and Redford, the only two drivers below the 111 mark in the 110 zone. 0.3 of a second. Look to be that way. There's the 14 in fifth. His fastest lap, 1:11.63. Langton's in the mix. He's got some new shoes on. And 25 laps to go this time by. We're going to let them roll and let them have some fun. just witnessed one of the most horrific accidents that I think I've seen on a road course. Not here, but and I got pulled away for a second there, folks. 19 laps to go. Let's break it down for you. Gunnarsson is in second. He is trying to track down Matt Redford, 12.5 ahead. As we take a look at the gaps here, Redford, his race pace just a little bit better on the last lap than Gunnarsson, but Redford just needs to hold on. Gunnarsson might be able to make up some of that pace on pit road if he comes in. But this time he will probably need tires as he kind of drives into the side almost of the 81. Daniel Solo back here 4 seconds off the pace, trying to be fast here. And we talk about aggressive moves and how you can set yourself up. Well, it's going to take you back to how he's kept himself inside the top three. It goes all the way back to lap 1. And a talking point for Daniel Solo here as we take a look here. The start of the race. And a far chase. He goes to the right side. He wants to put himself there. Little bump for the 781. Unable to break in there as the 00 was able to pretty much keep it straight, but 3 wide in a corner. It's a lot like what happened in NASCAR. It's good to see that Kyle Larson and Austin Dillon are going to be okay. Kyle Larson had a brake failure going into turn 1 at the Indianapolis road course. He pretty much was at 171 or not 170, 113 miles an hour into the side, hit the left rear of his car. So we see the 69 of Joshua Benton here has a tire issue going on. Got himself into a precarious situation, and I tell you what, a whole lot can happen. Brakes are everything, and even in this one, we haven't seen the introduction of brake failures in this platform yet. But if that were to ever happen, I would hate to see what the carnage could look like in that. But brake failures, I think they said it best on the broadcast. You never know how fast you're actually going until you actually have a failure, and that's just kind of what we're seeing. Al Reed's going to need a little bit more pace, but he's got about a second faster lap than Daniel Solo right now, so we'll see if he's going to be able to do something over the next 17 as he tries to track down 16 seconds, as Shappy is going to be the first car 1 lap down. Wyborn in the 62, still trying to hold on. Sorry, he's one of the drivers a lap down. I mean, let me go back. Langton is the first driver 1 lap down, and he is in 7th. That's exactly where he pitted from. He's been able to work himself back around this racetrack. He is still fast, and I mean fast. He is tracking down Mike Killingbeck right now, who is very close to going a lap down as Matt Redford looks ahead of him. John Langton trying to catch pace here. He came to pit road on lap 19, so he's got 2 lap fresher tires than everybody on the field, but his lap times, he just ran his fastest lap of the race. The 3rd driver to hit below 111. That's a 110.89, and that's better than Gunnarsson, and that's better than it's not better than Redford. Redford's still 110.60. As the track temperature starts to cool and these drivers start to do some good things. Thank you to everybody out there for killing it. I appreciate you. James, your races. I saw you sitting on the side over there. Hopefully you're okay. Did you get checked out from the infield care center? I want to make sure you're good. Redford, Gunnarsson, Solo, Reed, Probst. 5.5 separate the 3 car and the 14. And that is kind of the race pace that we've seen. Al Reed last lap 113.29, 111.72. Sean Langton just ran another fast lap 110.89 again. Consistently the same laps. Redford 111.06. Solo coming to pit road. Going to try to bide himself some time here. As Al Reed will come around turn 10 into turn 11 to the front straightaway. So Al Reed will take over, would be taking over third, but he's going to find himself on pit road. 15 laps to go. Matt Redford leading here. Gunnarsson still trying to track down some more time. His last lap, 1:11.36. Redford on cruise control. 15 laps to go. Anybody can pit at this point and make it on fuel. We've seen that drivers have gone 17 and as many as 19 laps. Sean came in and he was on for 18 laps, not 19. He came to pit road on lap 1. He's still a lap down. 14 laps to go. Very solid foundation. Al Reed leaving pit road this time by. Sean Langton's going to come around. He's going to take over fifth. Matt Redford through the S's up here. Keeping speed. He's going to stay out 15.9. Gunnarson's, Matt Redford's last lap, 1:10.99. Gunnarsson, 1:11.91. Anthony, 1:11.91. Daniel Solo, hitting pit road, took fuel only. He might have, he didn't take tires. He took fuel only. He did not want to lose any of that gap or any of that time. Sean Langton, who's in fifth right now, still trying to track down Daniel Solo. And still has the pace to do it. That's what's insane about it, is that Langton, if this race were able to run green, you'd see him get out there and catch the top 5 again. A driver that could have been competing for the lead. His last lap, 1:10.95. Redford, 1:10.99. He's going to stay out another lap. We'll see what kind of lap type. 1:10.85 for Matt Redford as they continue to be fast here at Watkins Glen. 33-14. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. As Gunnarsson still trying to track down some time here. 16 seconds. As Redford is the class of the field at the moment. Heavy braking zone, 99 in front. He's going to be 2 laps down. He'd be looking at 3 laps down this time by. Races within races. He's trying to track down Anthony Garland in front of him. There's Joshua Benton. I'm sorry, Austin Chappie in front of him. But Joshua Benton in the 69, he's got his eyes set on a few spots too. Props right there with him. Daniel Solo trying to be faster here. His last lap, 1:31. That was his pace lap. This time, 1:11.92. So he is tracking down some time to the 14. But he's got about 4 seconds as 36 separate the 33. And Matt Redford coming across the start-finish line will be looking at that 15-second lead. You know that's what he needs. Al Reed a lap down at the moment. Came in for his final pit stop on lap 30. Gunnarsson to pit road this time by. Al Reed not saying no to the tires. I would want the tires. Lap times or not. Redford 1:12.77 on the last lap, giving himself a little extra cushion here as he comes through the carousel. He had some lap traffic in front of him, so that's what he was dealing with on that last lap. Little wheel hop coming through the bus stop as he gets into the outer loop. Gunnarsson going to take fuel only, it looks like. He's not even chancing tires right now. Daniel Solo is going to be trying to catch up to his teammate here. Gunnarsson will be up to speed out of turn 1. Killingbeck goes around. Killingbeck is got some brand new tires. He came in on 30 as well. Wyborn in the 62 is going to be in 7th right now. He'll be looking at his lap times. Al Reed's going to be tracking down Sean Langton. Langton still needs to come to pit road. And so we should see when that's going to happen. 12 to go as Redford comes to pit road. Some drivers getting their laps back. Al Reed's going to be one of those drivers as he passes him. And so Sean Langton in 4th will be looking at trying to have some extra speed. We'll see what Matt Redford does here because Gunnarsson has about 46 seconds. Redford comes to pit road. Does he slap some tires on or does he take fuel only? It looks like he's only going to take fuel. Maybe taking a page from Gunnarsson and Solo. That's a quick pit stop right there as Gunnarsson's going to be trying to track it down. 47 seconds down to This turn right here, ooh, high to the outside. 13 down low. That's going to be Mike Durfee here, driving the actual 13 in the race. Going to break off the zone here. Got hard into the brakes right there. Had some drivers around him and did a good job of getting himself there. There's the 37. He's back out on the racetrack. Good to see. Had to cut the grass there. Had the 62 behind him. Wyborn there in that 6th spot up 4. Does have Al Reed still trying to track him down. Al Reed in 5th right now. Langton will still need to come to pit road. He's got at least another lap in him. As Daniel Solo is the driver he is trying to track down. 17.6 to the good. 11 laps to go. Solo looks to be tracking down Gunnarsson, or trying to at least. 15.2 to Gunnarsson is the gap between he and his teammate. And right now Redford 13.8 put himself on a level playing field with Jonas Gunnarsson. So now we're going to see who's got the best 10 laps of the race. Redford would need a big boo-boo. Straight away into the bus stop. Gunnarson's last lap, 1:11.25. Goes to show you don't necessarily need any tires. Wheel hops through the bus stop. Matt Redford. $13.8. We'll see what they've got going on. Anthony Probst right there. Last lap was a pretty heavy one. 2 minutes 17 seconds. It was 1:25 because of the pit road speeding penalty coming to pit road. So that is the reason why he had such a long lap time. And right now, he's going to find some good pace, but he's going to be a lap down, trying to track down Mike Killingbeck, who's on the front straightaway here. 9 laps to go for the drivers. Matt Redford, 13.7. Gunnarsson finally runs a faster lap last time by 1:10.75. Got a 15/100th of a second. These two have absolutely outclassed themselves, been able to keep themselves in that front portion and doing a phenomenal job. Redford, of course, no stranger to good Road Series racing. Langton finds himself in 4th right now. Still needs to come to pit road. He's got 20 laps on that car right now. Solo runs his fastest lap of the race, 1:11.32. As Probst will take the off track there. And Solo almost gets himself into, I don't know what happened there. What in the world happened? Gets into the braking zone. And just kind of drove straight. Almost end of the day from Daniel Solo there. I'm not sure. Langton to 4th. Al Reed in 5th. Will Langton come to pit road this time? He will. So Al Reed's going to be in 5th. Al Reed coming around. His last lap, 1:12.56. Langton be looking at fuel stop here. Killingbeck coming through the S's. So he's got some time for a top 5. Just for darn sure. Matt Redford coming around turn 1 will put Langton back a lap down. Jonas Gunnarsson, 13.3 off the pace. Daniel Solo, 32 seconds off the pace. Matt Redford through the S's for 7 more laps. Holds on to it. $71.33.00. Got 4 drivers on the lead lap, and Al Reed is about to be under pressure from Matt Redford. Sean Langton will be leaving. He left pit road. He actually took tire. No, he didn't. He just took fuel only. Al Reed on his own strategy finds himself. He's 59.6 right now. We'll see what kind of lap times he's going to put in. Matt Redford and Jonas Gunnarsson are running 1:10.88. 1:10.86 for Jonas. Here's Matt Redford's, you know what, go lap times here on the bottom of your screen. Redford to Gunnarsson. Gunnarsson and Redford better on 36, 37, and 38 by barely anything. Sorry, Gunnarsson better on... let me just change all that around. Gunnarsson better on 36, 37, and 38. Lap 39, quarter-second difference is Redford's better. 1:10.84. 1:10.85. 8:45 right there. So that's what you see. That's the lap times. He was gaining some time. It really was. 21 seconds was a pit stop lap for the lap 35. So we'll see what the 71's going to do here. Daniel Solo runs his fastest lap of the race. 1:11.31. Al Reed caught a little bit, but Al's just kind of doing his thing. Langton had his pit stop lap on 37 and 38. Chris comes to pit road. You see the 99 dipping off down here. Props to be out of the race right now. So Chris will finish 12th at least. Durfee's going to be trying to catch up here. Chris was catching some fire right there, but I tell you what, 13's getting faster. Gunnarsson, Redford, 13.9. That's the difference. 1:11.6. 1:11.166. Gunnarsson a little slower on that last lap. Check the lap times. 5 laps to go. Gunnarsson in the mix in the battle for points here. Daniel Solo in third here. Al Reed in fourth. Langton in fifth. And I want to take a look at, actually need to take a look at the points. So forgive me for a second. I want to look at the points and talk about it. Well, folks, apparently I got a Discord message. I want to say it one more time. I appreciate everybody. While you talk to me in the stream and talk to me in the chat, but then I have this thing with notifications and things that go on, and I've asked time and time again if I am broadcasting or I'm streaming, go to the stream, or please don't send me messages about other leagues or anything like that during that on Discord, because it takes the extra stuff that I've got going on here and pulls it away from the stream. And after my issues earlier, I don't want any of that stuff happening again. So again, I apologize. I don't mean to sound negative about it, but I've always asked the leagues to do that. Redford, Gunnarsson, Solo, Reed, Langton's going to be your top 5. Langton, the first driver off the lead lap. Also, if you were out there and you were watching the Chop Shop race earlier, something happened with YouTube. YouTube had an issue with the stream, and that there's a lot of things that kind of got caught up with the the problems that I had at the end of the stream, which is not normal. There was an encoder thing that had happened, and YouTube took basically all the way to the white flag and deleted everything before it. So I encourage you to go to Facebook or go to Twitch and rewatch the race there. YouTube won't allow me to do that right now. I have to give it 24 hours, so I can't upload anything right now. So thank you very much for the messages, but please make sure that you do that. I'm almost tempted to stay out of Discord while I'm streaming, and that is only because I want to make sure that I've got my eyes and ears and attention focused on everything else, because it pops up on my stuff over here and pulls all my screens down, and I cannot get, for whatever reason, I cannot get Windows to have that from stop happening. It's just I've done everything to change that. So I don't mean to harp, and I'm so sorry if I sound negative, but I've asked specifically not to do that. So. I appreciate it. Redford, Gunnarsson, Solo, Reed, Langton, Killingbeck, Wyborn, Tuisku, Bromfield, Garland. It's going to be your top 10. Gunnarsson and Solo getting a lot of screen time today. Al Reed trying to keep himself inside the top 5. Sean Langton looks like he's got 12.5 seconds over the next 2 laps. He's going to be trying to make up, but he ran his fastest lap of the race last time by, 1:10.84. Killingbeck in 6th. Wyborn in 7th. Tuisku about 9 seconds off the pace there. Wyborn trying to catch back up, so he's got 4 seconds between he and Killingbeck. And that is pretty much what we've been seeing. Tuisku in that 6th car. Solid right where he's at. He was there in 8th, and he's been doing it. Bromfield in 9th. Right where he started. Redford and Gunnarsson started 1-2. Al Reed started 4th, so he's right where he started. Mike Killingbeck's going to be in 6th right now, exactly where he started. So the race will still be on afterwards, but Redford, final lap, 13 seconds, just trying to coast around and enjoy the drive. Full Velocity Racing Network, thank you very much. Or Full Velocity Network, thank you very much for giving us a share out there. I appreciate you. Who is that? Who is that? I don't mean to. It says check out our good friend me. He shared the stream. So whoever that is, I thank you. And somebody that knows me. So much love. Thank you. Redford, Gunnarsson, Solo. Redford for the final time. Turn 10. Turn 11. Langton will be a lap down, so the race leader is going to be here. Langton, a top 5 night for himself. But Redford comes home and wins it here. And I tell you what, Langton would have been the driver I would have seen here that would have absolutely slayed it. So he's going to finish in 5th. A good race for him. Gunnarsson will be 2nd. Solo will be 3rd. And the 71 wins it here in true form and fashion as he does. Redford wins it. I'm waiting for all the drivers to finish up. So he's going to be a race winner from Newcastle. He has a fantastic day. Gunnarsson Solo will finish 2nd and 3rd for sure. Al Reed will finish 4th. I do believe he's coming around to still complete his lap. So the driver's going to be there. Oops, sorry. Daniel Solo in the 00. There's the 33 of Jonas Gunnarsson. As Matt Redford finishes right there. So the driver's going to finish it up. We're going to go over the race results right now. Matt Redford, Jonas Gunnarsson, Daniel Solo, Al Reed, Sean Langton's going to be your top 5. Jack Wyborn, finishes in 6th. Killingbeck 7th. Tuisku 8th. Bromfield, Garland 9th and 10th. Durfee, Christopher, the 99 is going to finish 11th and 12th. Props to Garland, Shappy, Benton, and James Garland all the way there at the end. Take a look at any of the rest of the race results. There are no more race results. So that is the way it is. Congratulations to the race winner. And I appreciate everybody. I'm staying away from Discord for right now, so that way I don't have any issues like I had before. And I'm probably going to uninstall Discord and reinstall Discord for what had happened earlier. That's where I had my issues. Something happened with Discord that affected the PC and the stream. So much love. I appreciate everybody. Hopefully you have a fantastic day. We'll talk to the race, the top 3 next week. Congratulations to Matt Redford on the race win here. And I'll make a highlight video or something that will go into that. So thank you to everybody. Much love. We'll see you in the next one.